Welcome to the first episode of the Double Dribble Podcast. I'm here with a couple of NBA experts, Will Riley and Adam Liu. Will, what's up?
What's going on, guys? I'm Will, and I have my co-host Adam. What's going on?
What's up? So Double Dribble. It'll be about America's second, sport, basketball, maybe third sport, and how a little bit about myself. I'm not good at basketball at all.
Neither am I.
I consider myself a stretch forward type player. I'm a little bit undersized. Maybe like a foot undersized, but with my shoes on, it adds an inch, so like 11 inches undersized for a stretch four.
We're in high tops on the court.
Yeah. Yep, that's me. I love dogs. Second to basketball, I love dogs. I couldn't imagine killing a dog ever. Couldn't imagine myself doing that.
A little bit about myself. I played for St. Ray's rec basketball league when I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
8th grade.
I rode the bench like no one could. We won a lot, and we were the best team out there. No thanks to me though.
You were a locker room guy.
Yeah,
locker room guy. Yeah,
exactly.
Not that this matters, but I'm easily the tallest of the three here, and I can safely say that I've probably never hit a three-point shot in my life.
I once hit like 3 in a row in a game. No big deal. So that was the highlight of my career, basketball-wise.
All right, let's move on to overall predictions to the season, because right now we're filming this before the season has even started.
3 days before it starts.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to what we think is gonna happen this season. So you want to start with MVP?
MVP, Paul George. Here's why. I think he's gonna have he was very good last season. He was coming off the injury. I think he's gonna do a lot better. I love their roster. They got Al Jefferson. They got Jeff Teague. They got my boy Miles Turner. That's a stretch 5. That's a stretch 5. And they have a much improved roster. I think they'll get the 2 and 3 seed in the East, and he's gonna have a great season. I think.
I'm very surprised you went with Paul George. Yeah. I'm going with LeBron James. LeBron James will be this season's MVP, undisputed. You want to know why? Because this is the last time LeBron will be ever able to catch up to Michael Jordan. If he gets this MVP, I think he can be in the talk, because I think he'll get 3 more rings easily.
I think he's gonna have reduced minutes, and he's not gonna play as many games. That's why I didn't pick him. He's gonna save himself for the playoffs. Normally I would have him, but what is he? 32, right?
32, yeah.
So I think the Cavaliers are gonna save him for the playoffs.
He does talk about how he does coast through the regular season, but the problem with that is he stated that he wants to catch the ghost that was in Chicago. Wasn't talking about Brian Scalabrine. He was talking about Michael Jordan. All right, he wants to catch Michael Jordan, and I think he can do that if he wins the season's MVP. So I think he's gonna apply the pedal a little bit this season, and he's gonna win an MVP. Another reason why is him coasting hurts him in the playoffs, because he just runs through the standings easily, gets first in the East, then goes through all the playoffs playing all these garbage East teams. Then he'll hit a bump in the road. Not even a bump, a wall. He'll hit a wall once he gets to the Warriors. And we'll comment about the Warriors later.
Yeah.
But I'd like to dispute one thing that has been thrown out. Russell Westbrook will not be this season's MVP.
Yeah. They won't get a high enough seed.
That's exactly the problem. They will not get first seed, second seed in the West.
Like 6.
Six is pretty low. I'd put them above 5. But people saying that they just don't get it, because the last time someone won an MVP that wasn't in the first
80s,
or second
right?
first second seed, it was in '87 when Michael Jordan won it.
And he's not Michael Jordan. Yeah, he's obviously not Michael Jordan.
And just a little rundown of Michael Jordan's stats that season: 35 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3.2 steals, and 1.6 blocks. I don't know how much better it can get than that, but Russell Westbrook will not get that.
And without Durant, teams are gonna double him. They're gonna focus a lot more. So his stats, obviously, he'll have very, very good stats. Don't get me wrong, but his stats won't be as good as those, and he won't be as efficient.
I don't think the MVP of the league would let Real Madrid, led by Rudy Fernandez, beat them. Okay,
it was a preseason game, but
it was a preseason game, but that is vile. That's
unacceptable.
Real Madrid beat them.
Rudy Fernandez. That's a role player. The best player in the league.
He's a bench player in the NBA, and he was the best player on Real Madrid. And they beat him, and I think it was double OT. I understand with the preseason, but that should never happen. The Warriors would beat them by 150.
I know.
The Cavs would beat them by 120. It's not even close. I don't know how the Thunder lost to them, but that's just ridiculous. You want to move on to Defensive Player of the Year now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kawhi. I think that's an easy one. Kawhi's just unbelievable defensively. He locks you down like you couldn't score on him. If you gave me 100 tries to score on him, I'd probably score on him. But that I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good though, But
I'd have to agree with Kawhi because the only other people in this league that can compare to Kawhi defensively is Tony Allen.
Tony
Allen, you're not scoring on that man.
Yeah, that man's got.
But
he
doesn't get the credit he deserves. And Patrick Beverly,
Draymond,
get out of here.
Ooh,
Patrick Beverly is up there with Tony Allen, but sadly, Patrick Beverly is injured right now.
Oh yeah, he's getting surgery.
He is getting surgery, so that might diminish the clamps a little bit.
That's true. So should we move on to Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, Rookie of the Year.
I picked the man that hasn't played for 2 years. He has no knees, but I think he'll be fine. Joel Embiid. He looked very good in the preseason. I just have a good feeling. I have that gut feeling that he's gonna win Rookie of the Year, and I liked him in college. So.
All right, saying there's only really 2 candidates for Rookie of the Year this year because stay up Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
the curse of the 76ers.
That's true.
It's between Brandon Ingram and Joel Embiid, and
I put Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn in there too.
No, I don't see Chris Dunn doing anything. And I think it's going to be Joel Embiid, but I just like to go on a little rant about Joel Embiid. I'm sick and tired of him, all right? He might think he's funny on Twitter, but get on the
He's pretty funny.
Get
he's
on the court,
funny.
Get a goddamn rebound, and then you can start talking on Twitter. I'm tired of seeing him. There was a video of him doing a between-the-legs dunk. Don't do that. You're going to tear your ACL. I saw him, doing the juju, the new dance, and he's going to, break his knees doing that. Just get on the court, play some defense, get a rebound, score the ball, and you'll get Rookie of the Year. Don't do any stupid stuff that you'll get injured. I'm tired of seeing him.
He was doing a little coaching too. I think. Remember, he took the clipboard. I mean, the Sixers, they don't even have a coach. They don't
Yeah,
what are they doing?
If maybe he spent more time in the gym instead of roasting little kids on Twitter,
Oh.
he might get some minutes this season.
Trying to get Rihanna. I mean, I don't blame him. So the next one, Coach.
Coach, yeah.
My boy Brad. I love Brad. He's such a genius. He's a genius. He got snubbed the last year, maybe even last 2 years.
Blinded by the green, but
that's just not true. I hate him. That's just not true.
Little fact about Adam: he is blinded by the green, and that's
just not true. That's just
just
not true at all. I'm not blinded by the green. I'm a realistic fan. Okay, I'm a realistic fan. And it's gonna be Brad. Everyone knows he's a basketball genius. He took a very not that good of a roster. Let's be honest. And they were 4th seed in the East last year. And they made the playoffs the year fifth seed in the East last year. They made the playoffs the year before. They're destroying expectations. And I think with Horford this year, they're going to be very good, and he's going to win Coach of the Year.
I agree that they will be very good. I think they will get 2nd or 3rd seed in the East. But I think the Warriors are so hyped up. I think they're going to give it to Steve Kerr again. Oh, I got Kevin Durant. Oh, I'm the most disgusting team to ever play the game of basketball. It's just I wish it would be Brad, and I think it's at a 50-50 shot right now with Brad or Steve Kerr, but I have to give it to Steve Kerr, saying that he assembled the greatest team in NBA
It was more
history.
like the front off. Yeah. No, okay.
All right.
And he did get it last year, so what's next? Top 5?
Yeah, each week we're gonna do a segment of a top 5. It could be top 5 most improved. What we think is gonna be the most improved players of the season, or anything of that nature. And this week is actually the top 5 most improved players of the upcoming season.
Yep.
Do you want to do 5 and 5? You want to do that? You say your 5th, I say my 5th.
Yeah.
Okay,
do you want me to go reverse order 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
All right. At 5, I have my boy, the stretch 5 with the haircut, Miles Turner. I've always loved Miles since the draft. I wanted the Celtics to take him, but they didn't. Obviously, I was very upset in my little room watching the draft because I have no friends. And then, all right, number 4. I didn't like D Rose at first, but then, obviously I have D Rose, but I wasn't a fan of him at first. But then I saw his stats at the second half of the season, and they were very good, And I think that's when he got uninjured.
I mean, the thing that kind of ruins his chances of being an overall improved player is because he was the MVP of the league at one point.
Well, I'm saying from last year to this year.
Then his knees left his body for some reason, and now they're back, and he's playing at He's playing at an okay level. He's not doing too great, but now his new trade, it might put him.
He's a chance.
Might put him in the light. Yeah.
And he was he got off. He got off.
We'll
talk about that later though. Yep.
Yep.
And then all right, number 3, I got Oladipo. I have a good feeling about Oladipo. He's young. He's got a lot of potential. He's playing along with Russell Westbrook.
And he got off the Magic. That's the most
exactly.
important part.
He did get off the Magic. People actually watch him play now. No one watched the Magic play.
Left Peyton in his ugly ass haircut.
Yeah.
And he's playing
terrible
with,
free throws too.
Yeah, we're playing with Russell Westbrook now.
Yeah, it's a pretty big upgrade to say the least. And then the last 2, I have 2 Celtics, but I'm not playing Green. Don't worry about it. Rozier. I think
Terry Rozier.
Yes, he's gonna win. He could actually win Most Improved.
Terry Rozier.
I like him. I think he'll take the Evan Turner role. He looked good in the preseason, looked good in the summer league. I have a good feeling. I've heard good things about how he's been playing, how he's been developing, and I just have a very good feeling about Rozier. And then number 1, I have my boy, the clutch guy, Marcus Smart. I love Marcus. I've always been a fan of him. He clamped up Paul Millsap in Game 4. It's his 3rd year. I think this is the year where he hits his peak. He finally, he becomes more of a scorer in the offense, and he always had the defensive ability in the first place.
I think Marcus Smart is up there with one of the better defensive guards in the league.
Yeah, easily.
That's why I think the Celtics could have a team of beating someone like the Warriors, because if they lock down Curry and Clay, I think, well, you do have Durant, but
no big deal, right? No big deal. Like, second best small forward in the league. No big deal.
Yeah. Let's move on to my top 5. At number 5, I have Harrison Barnes. You might not be a big fan of that. He's moved on from Golden State Warriors. Now he's on the Mavericks, where he will be the lead guy when it comes to scoring and everything of that nature. So I think he could have a particularly big season this year. And me and Adam have discussed this a lot.
Him or Jay Crowder.
Whoever is better, Harrison Barnes or Jay Crowder. I say
it's easily Jay, but whatever.
Okay, we're not going to get into it now.
I don't want to get into it. It'll get ugly.
It is Harrison
I don't want
Barnes,
to get ugly.
But we can talk about that on a later episode.
Here's the thing about Harrison Barnes. I'll say real quick. I think he'll either be really good this year or like not good at all, like really terrible. So yeah, okay.
I can see him putting up like 20 points this season per game,
or like be terrible.
Yeah, or he'll go back to like 12.
Yeah.
One of the two. At 4, I have D'Angelo Russell.
Ice in the veins.
Ice in his veins. I think that will lead them. I mean, it will probably lead them to the worst record in the West.
But that's not a good roster.
I mean, when your second best player is a rookie, Brandon Ingram, who's being led by the veteran Luol Deng.
Timothy Mozgov. Don't forget about him.
Timothy Mozgov is doing sick in the preseason. Dude, he's like blocking
shots.
Oh,
yeah, with the alley-oop to Durant. He just came out of nowhere on that one. Yeah.
That was bringing back some bad memories to the Golden State Warriors with LeBron and Iguodala. But I think D'Angelo Russell will have a particularly good season this year. The ice in the veins will he'll be the main guy on that team most definitely. And with Kobe out of the way, with Kobe
he might have hurt him a little.
Yeah, without Kobe shooting like 50 shots a game, trying to get 60 points in the last game.
What do you go 22 or 50? Yeah, he just had the gun in that game.
It was bad.
Yeah. No one was stopping him. No one got in the way. No.
I mean, except himself.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, I think, will be very good this season. 3rd, I have Kristaps Porzingis.
Okay.
Last season, I think I wouldn't say he got snubbed for Rookie of the Year because Cat is just a force.
Yeah, Cat was he was unbelievable.
He's ridiculously good. But Kristaps is very good himself. You know,
athletic.
He's a stretch four.
See, that's a stretch four, baby.
7'3". 7'3", playing the power forward position. He's fast. He can handle the ball.
Yeah, he's athletic.
He's very athletic. He can score with his face.
He can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot. He can score back to the basket, face to the basket.
And he's 19? He's like
he's
like
my
very
young. He's very good. He has so much potential. He will be the next Dirk Nowitzki, if not better.
Dirk. Okay.
And for a European player, like.
I see what you're saying.
Dirk's undeniably the best European player of all time. Easily. I think if Kristaps is trained properly and he knows how to use his potential to the fullest, he can most definitely be the best European player of all time.
Because he's got athleticism. Like Dirk wasn't known to be athletic, but he's all very, very athletic.
Yes. Yeah. Second, I have Devin Booker.
I like that pick.
Devin Booker.
He's very good. Yeah.
Is unbelievably good. when we're talking about players who are under the age of 20, putting up ridiculous amount of stats, he's up there with KD and LeBron and Kobe at his age. He's putting up numbers no one's ever seen before from someone under the age of 20. And I think as he goes on, he will be a fantastic player.
He's got the gunner.
He does have the gunner.
He can cheat. Yeah, he's lights
plus
out.
He's on a terrible team.
So no one really talks about. I mean, like people talk about him, but not as much because he's on the Suns. Like no one hears anything about the Suns.
Suns is one of the worst franchises in the NBA.
Terrible.
And that does hurt his chance of being a star in this league. Is playing on such a terrible team. And at number 1. This might not come to a shock to you. I have Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, wow. Shocker. Whoa.
I'm going to go on a rant about Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. He is – I can't even put into words how great this man is.
He can't shoot.
I'm getting into that. If he develops a shot, he's the most unstoppable player in the NBA. Yeah. He is stupidly tall at 6'11", running the point guard. Who else does that? Taller than Magic Johnson. I'm not saying he's Magic Johnson. I will never say that.
No.
But he will grow into a top 5 player in this league very soon.
How old is he? Like 22 anyways?
Yeah, he's very young.
Yeah.
He will grow into top 5 player in the NBA if I'm lucky.
If he
number
can shoot.
one.
If he can shoot.
If he can develop that shot,
5,
yes. Yeah. That is undeniable because if you just look at some of the stuff this man does, just like doing a Euro step around Russell Westbrook and then just dunking on Ibaka, you just don't see that.
And he's playing point guard this season.
And this is a man playing the point guard position. It's just not seen from any other player in the NBA. So that wraps up our top 5. Now we're going to just move into overall news of the preseason right now. And the thing we're first going to talk about that I know Adam might be a little upset about is Draymond Green talking smack about Paul Pierce.
Here's one thing. Paul Pierce, he got stabbed 9 times. Okay? He got stabbed 9 times. He's not afraid of a little kick in the nuts. Okay? Let's be honest. So Draymond, stop. Just stop going at him, He just stop. I'm sick of it.
Sick and tired of it?
I'm sick of it. Give the man some respect.
Yeah.
He's the truth.
He is the truth.
I
don't think maybe Draymond can't handle the truth.
He can't handle.
Maybe that's the problem. Yes, Draymond was being very disrespectful to Paul Pierce, and I knew this would rile Adam up because if one thing's certain in this world, if you go on Instagram at any time of the day, you will see that Adam Liu is liking Paul Pierce's Instagram.
I love it. I love the photos. Yeah.
All hours of the day. So I knew that would hurt him internally.
I gotta support my man. Yeah, he's the truth.
He did lead our Celtics team. Cap.
Yeah.
Just a great overall guy, great Celtic.
One ship. He should be, I don't even want to talk about it. It should be like 2 or 3.
Finals. We don't talk about that finals.
That just pisses me off. But, it should be 2 or 3. But whatever. Well, I'll settle with 1.
The next thing I'd like to talk about is Blake Griffin came out and said this is the healthiest he's ever been. I don't think this will mean much for the Clippers, saying they're in the West.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Saying that they did play the Warriors in the preseason, and they did lose 120 to 75. Saying it was a preseason game, the star players weren't playing their minutes,
got blown out. They still got
blown out.
Yeah.
By a stupid amount. So I don't think Blake Griffin saying that means anything. Truthfully,
absolutely nothing. It'll just mean that he'll play all 82 games, and then in the playoffs he'll lose.
They'll lose like the Clippers do every single
year. They're cursed.
The Clippers are cursed.
They can't even make the conference. Like Chris Paul's cursed. That means never made the conference finals.
Yeah. Chris Paul being one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Yep. They're a cursed franchise.
They're a cursed franchise.
Yep.
Now on to a more controversial thing. Adam Silva coming out and saying that he hopes that players will stand for the national anthem.
They won't. That's a guarantee. I mean, they won't. That's simple. I mean, it's a majority African American league, so let's be real. They won't stand.
I mean, I wouldn't say they won't. There may be a couple players that won't. This has been a very controversial thing due to the whole Colin Kaepernick thing and NFL players.
Why do you have to start all this, man? Come on, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking what Colin does. It is a little disrespectful, but we won't get into it on this.
We don't want to get into that.
If we ever start up a political podcast, then maybe we can get into that. But that is something odd coming from a man like Adam Silver, who usually stays quiet on topics like this. He never really comes out and says anything.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, but whatever.
Whatever, Adam. You do you, man. You do you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let's go on to another controversial thing. The D Rose verdict. That is very big.
He's into some weird stuff, man. I didn't think he was, but I mean, he clearly is.
We won't get into the specifics of what D Rose was.
He was doing that night.
What he was doing that night.
If
you want to know what he was doing,
triple teaming somebody.
He was just working on his defense.
Yeah, come on.
If you want to know what he was doing, you can look up D Rose verdict, safe search off. You might find some interesting stuff.
Whoa.
But that is very honest because he was charged with some pretty horrific things, and then the case was kind of just.
He was taking pictures with the jurors after too.
He was taking pictures with the jurors. There were some fans.
Yeah.
The case was kind of just dropped.
And the judge did wish him good luck in the season, except for against the Lakers. So just a little weird.
Yeah, it might be a little fishy.
Yeah, a little bit.
The court system. I'm not going to say that D Rose paid anyone off, but
we're not saying you didn't.
You're not saying you didn't either. You might still have some cash from that MVP season, all those endorsements that he lost. Now let's move on to Carmelo Anthony being placed at the 15th player in the NBA.
I think that's maybe he should be a little bit better. I mean, I don't like Melo myself, but I understand that he's a very, very, very good player, and he's one of the best scorers in the NBA. And 15's fine. I say 15's fine.
I do not think that is fine at all. Carmelo
he hasn't made it to the conference finals.
That's fine. He's not supplied with good teammates. He's not supplied with good teammates. He is in the East, but that does not. He's playing against like LeBron James in the Pacers, and he will be playing against the Celtics this season, who are very good.
Yep.
And he has no one before this season. Who did he have on the Knicks?
Porzingis. Okay, yeah, they don't have a very good roster.
Stoudemire was punching fire hydrants. He couldn't help anyone.
He fell off, but there was that year they beat the Celtics. They versed the Pacers in the second round. I think they should have made the conference final. I mean, he should have made the conference
Personally,
finals.
I think that Carmelo Anthony is a top 10 player in this league. I don't know if you can find 14 players who are better than Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is one of the best small forwards of all time.
Oh,
he's one of the best.
Pierce is better. Would you say?
I would not say that Paul Pierce is
that's just not true. Pierce has been to the finals twice. He won a championship.
Paul Pierce was also playing with Kevin Garnett, one of the
I understand.
Probably the second or third best power forward ever, playing with Ray Allen.
He wasn't the
as
second
of right now
or third
the best shooter
forward.
of all time. Rajon Rondo, a fantastic passer,
that's
just
not true.
Ridiculous point guard, and he was playing
But
with
Melo's literally never had any success in the playoffs. And I know he's in the East. He's in the East. He's never made the conference finals. Okay, it's just not true. Pierce is just so much. He's just better than Melo. I just don't want to hear it. People have been going at my boy Pierce. Stop.
I mean, Carmelo Anthony. This is a little while back when he was on the Knicks. He did drop 62 points. Like, it was nothing. The man is amazing on offense.
Terrence Ross also dropped like 51 game. Okay,
but Carmelo Anthony was also taken out with nearly 8 minutes left.
That's one game.
He could have won for 80.
That's one game.
Adam, he's still fantastic.
I know it's a great game, but that's one game.
All right. We're not going to start yelling at each other on the podcast. But now,
it's the first podcast.
Yeah,
we'll take
podcast.
We'll take it easy.
But one thing I think we can both start agreeing on is how badly that Kevin Durant hurt the NBA.
Oh.
This is probably the biggest topic right now that we'd like to get into. I personally think that Kevin Durant is the biggest scumbag in the world.
True.
He went to the team that beat him. It is disgusting how poorly this man made his decision. He didn't even tell Russell Westbrook that he was going to Golden State. I mean, this is the man. You see them on the court together. They look like buddies. And then Kevin Durant comes out and says that him and Russell Westbrook weren't even that great of friends. That they had different cliques. They wouldn't like really talk to each other outside of games. I mean, that's just not true. They look like great friends, and him not telling him that's just unfair to Russell.
And like 4 years ago, he was tweeting all this stuff. Oh, I'll be a Oklahoma City Thunder, for life. Oh, I'm not going to be LeBron and join the super teams.
Oh yeah. What did he tweet? He's like, everyone wants to go to the Lakers and Heat now.
Oh yeah, why don't we just play competitive basketball or something like that? Oh yeah, we're playing competitive basketball now.
Who are you to talk, Kevin Durant?
Honestly, oh my god.
I mean, I would have been perfectly fine
if he stayed.
On the Thunder. I mean, or if he went to any other team in the NBA besides the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
I think he
made
the Celtics. He made a great choice. I mean, he went to the Warriors, the team that just went 73-9, and
he blew a 3-1 lead too.
Yes.
He blew it.
Yes.
Well, he did not. Well, his
team
blew
that at him. I think he was 11 for 31 in game
7.
Game 6. Game 6. And him going to the Warriors is just a weak move. It's just incredibly weak.
Yeah. And do you think he would have gone to the Warriors if they won the championship? If the Warriors won the championship, do you think he would have gone?
I don't think he could have. I think he would be victimized. His house would get robbed. He'd be killed. I mean, LeBron beating the Warriors. I mean, it does give him a case that LeBron is heads and shoulders above any other player in the NBA. And if anyone says otherwise, they're just wrong.
Yeah, they're wrong.
I don't think that the Warriors needed Kevin Durant, particularly to beat LeBron James, saying it was
so they beat him the year
pretty
before.
Close.
Yeah, in Game 7, Draymond got suspended and all that. Yeah.
And the real reason I'm upset with Kevin Durant is this is why LeBron James will not go down as the greatest player of all time. This is why. I don't see him beating the Warriors.
I think if he takes them to like a 7-game series, takes that team healthy to a 7-game series, there's a case. Because that team's incredible. Like, absolutely incredible.
If he beats them, if he beats them, then he's the greatest player of all time. I don't care how many rings he wins. If he gets 4 rings and one of them is to the Golden State Warriors, this season's Golden State Warriors, with the second best point guard in the league, arguably the best shooting guard in the league, I say he's second. The second best small forward in the league.
No. Well, Draymond's. Oh, I thought you should talk about Draymond. My bad.
And then Draymond is
one of the best defensive players in the league.
Yes, and Draymond's a top 4 power forward in the league. And then you have JaVale McGee, who's just the GOAT.
No basketball IQ, but very good.
Very athletic. I don't see how you can't call him the best player of all time.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Kevin Durant going it hurts his legacy because they'll see people in the future will see, oh, he won 2 championships, but look at the team he was on.
Yes.
Are they really 2? There's an asterisk.
Yeah, there's an asterisk next to the title.
Is it really 2 championships? No,
I mean,
not really.
and because if you look at what Michael Jordan did, as of right now, he's the greatest player of all time. It's undeniable.
Sure,
but he would not be able to do what LeBron James did last season or what he could do.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan would not have beat the Warriors team last year down 3-1. And people say, oh, Michael Jordan never got to a Game 7. It doesn't matter, okay? Him never getting to a Game 7, congratulations.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, good for you. And people throw out the statistics. Oh, Michael Jordan, he never lost a finals. So we're gonna blame LeBron James for going every single year.
Yeah, literally dominating the East.
Yeah.
Dominating the East.
I mean, I say a lot of the finals that LeBron James lost aren't his fault. I mean, the
Mavs one. That really hurts LeBron. That kills him.
The Mavs one is very
that was
very bad on his legacy.
LeBron. Yeah.
That he shouldn't have lost. It's just I can't say any more about that. He shouldn't have lost. The Cavs one is not his fault.
Yeah, against the Spurs.
Yeah.
That was a miracle that they were even there.
The season before, or when they didn't have LeBron, the Cavs were the worst team in the NBA. They had the worst record, and then he brought them to the finals. What are we talking about
here? Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Yeah, when the second best player is Zydrunas Ilgauskas, and you bring that team to the finals, that's just amazing. They did get swept, but whatever.
Whatever.
And then the finals again. the finals against the Warriors last year. I don't blame on him.
Oh, because Love and Kyrie.
He did have the best finals performance of all time
Last year, you think?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it might be. I think it's a little better than this year's.
Nah, I think this year's better just because they won.
Yeah, maybe. I think last year was like the best performance by an overall player, not by like the player and the team. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
Like stats wise, because he had to do everything when Matthew Dellavedova was on the court, just being Matthew Dellavedova.
He was good 2 years ago though, but yeah,
he was. Because they didn't have Kyrie, they didn't have Love. They would have won. They would have gone 2 straight against the Warriors if they had them.
Yeah, okay.
Come on. Curry's absent in the finals.
Well, here's the thing with this year. I think the Warriors would have won if Draymond didn't get suspended.
That is
is
a very.
I think they would have won because Game 5 in the Oracle, very tough place to play. Everyone knows that. And with Draymond, locking everyone down, I think that's a win. So that does kind of,
I mean, when you're Draymond Green and you're playing against Kevin Love, I mean, I think it's hard for you not to do well because Kevin Love is just despicable.
No, that's just not true at all. But
Adam, he's awful.
No, it's the team he's on.
The team he's on, the Cavaliers. He's on a team with the best player in the world and one of the best point guards in the league, who gives him the ball a lot, and you're scoring 2 points in the NBA Finals. You're scoring 0 points in the NBA Finals. You're getting 11 rebounds. Well, as Kevin Love, you can't tell me that he's not bad.
Well, it was a rough finals, but I think he was overall pretty good this season. I think his stats are pretty good.
No,
his stats are pretty. He was like 16-10. But what's wrong with that? That's solid.
I mean, not for Kevin Love when you're talking about like 2011, 10.
Oh well, yeah, he's not obviously not going to repeat those performances because he's with LeBron. Like Bosh didn't repeat his. He was unbelievable before with the Raptors.
Okay, but Bosh was helpful. He actually did stuff. Kevin Love is getting, like I said, 0 points in the NBA Finals. You have to do something.
I think Bosh is just as helpful as Kevin Love. I think people forget. The very first year against the Mavs, people were ripping Bosh because he was guarding Dirk and he was getting torched. So and then
because Dirk was incredible that
but he was still getting torched and people.
I mean, but Bosh isn't known as a very defensive player.
So was Kevin Love. Kevin Love.
He was very good on the defensive side.
No, I don't really think so.
I mean, of course, he's not like a Kawhi or a Draymond, but he's up there with one of the best defensive power forwards in the league.
Nah, I would completely
incredibly
disagree with
strong. Kevin Love is very strong.
I think he's interior. He's not that. He's not a really good shot blocker. All
right, we can argue about this till the sun goes down.
Yeah, we will.
But anyway, anyway, so yes, LeBron James going to the finals every year, and he's getting marked down for it, which is just unfair.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's gonna happen again. I see in the future LeBron losing 2 more finals to this Warriors team.
Yeah, it'll be a miracle if he wins.
They're unstoppable.
Yeah, they're literally unbelievable.
When you have They're easily the best offensive team of all time, the Warriors.
Like Durant, just adding Durant to that team. Like another guy that can create shots along with Curry. And it's stupid.
When you take the best team in NBA history last season, when they go 73-9, and then you add the 3rd best player in the world to that team, they're only going up. It's not like they're getting any worse. One of the players on that team could literally die. One of their starting 5 players
still
could die. and they're still the best team in the NBA.
They did lose Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
They can sell their whole bench. They just get rid of them to get Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no problem because they don't need the bench.
No.
Sit 2 of your starting 5 and play the other 2. You play Curry and Klay Thompson, and for a little bit, then you put in Kevin Durant and Draymond, and it's like you have 2 superstars.
2 superstars at a time.
It's like
unstoppable.
The Western All-Star team is just the starting 5.
I mean the Warriors.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm sad to say that I'm not very excited.
I think the finals matchup will be very good, but that's in 6 months.
So I mean, it's pretty much going to be 82 games plus playoffs waiting for the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
When we see,
I mean,
pretty much, I wouldn't say it's David versus Goliath, but
similar.
Yeah.
Similar.
It's kind of like a smaller Goliath versus the bigger Goliath, and LeBron James versus the Warriors.
I am excited for the Celtics a little bit, just to see Horford.
Yeah,
Jaylen.
you want to talk about the Celtics a little bit?
Yeah, I think they'll be pretty good, like 50-52 wins. I think second or third seed in the East. I hope they make it past the first. Brad, he hasn't made it past the first. It's a little worrisome.
A little worrisome. He's getting better though. Al Horford's a big improvement to the team.
Fits the offense perfectly. And
nice mid range. Nothing like Brandon Bass's a couple
five.
Years.
That's a stretch
five. Yep.
Yeah. B-Bass, love B-Bass.
The thing you'll know about this podcast is we love stretch big men.
Oh, love them.
Yeah.
They're taking over the league.
They are.
Every four is now going to be able to shoot in like 10 years.
That's the Curry effect. Everyone wants to be like Steph Curry.
And I say, but if Brad doesn't make it past the first round and the team's like fully healthy, obviously, I think put him on the hot seat. I'm sorry.
Put him on the hot seat.
It's the hot seat. I'm sorry that this team should make it past the first round. And I love Brad, I know, but if this team doesn't make it past the first round, then that's a very, very, very worrisome to me.
Yeah, I think that if Brad doesn't make it first round, that I think it's just another rebuilding phase for the Celtics.
Oh, I don't even imagine.
Because it's just like we've been going through this since the big three split apart, since Rondo left. It's just been a rebuilding phase, and we've got Al, which is a big improvement. Yeah. And I only see it going up for the Celtics right now.
I hope.
Yeah.
God bless.
I want to talk about some of the who we've signed for the season.
Celtics? Oh, yeah. Ryan Kelly.
Ryan Kelly.
Speaking of big men that can
shoot.
That's Ryan Kelly, baby.
Right.
Stretch four. Great addition for the main Red Claws. I love the move by the Celtics. They're going for they may not win the NBA championship, but they'll definitely win the D-League championship, adding Ryan Kelly.
Yeah. One thing that I am sad about is my man Tyler Zeller. If you're listening to this, he does come into the Stop and Shop where I work from time to time. I'm hoping that he doesn't get cut by the Celtics. Me and him are good friends. We've never conversed, but maybe in the future we will.
Did you cashier for him ever?
No, I haven't. I just kind of look at him from far away. And see, I could see him peering over the aisles.
So what does he usually buy?
I saw him buying flour with his girlfriend one time. Maybe they were making cookies.
He's wheeling, dude. I see him. I see you, Tyler.
Maybe he was making cookies or something.
Oh.
That might wrap it up for today's episode. So that's the first episode of the Double Dribble Podcast. Hopefully you liked it and you'll tune in for more.
Next time we'll talk NBA season.
Yeah, NBA season. That's the next time that the episode will be out. Probably be the first or second week of the NBA was when we'll do our podcast. And hopefully you'll tune in for more. All right, guys. See you later.